Ba-bum.
No way.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
Here I go.
Da 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 da. Spam dark matter. Stupid vanish. Oh yeah, vanish on party members like ends eventually, which is nice. Hate everything that's happening right now. Seal, seal, seal. Oh wait, you know what? Do I have a dish that heals seal? Because I can get a I can work ever closer to that door. And none of these heals seal. I have some that heal faint. Nothing that heals seal though. I think my play is still healing your seal and then just using the judgment card. That was a big delay for the judgment card. Just die.
Your fate is in my hands.
This one heals KO. Good time to learn this one. Any other dishes I can just learn? Just gonna use this one. Just trying to get all these dishes done. And then you just attack. Wait, I don't even know how many dishes I have. Surely I'm at like 19, if not 20.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. How do you look again? You have to square. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 19. These count, right? They have like a different picture on them, but I think they count. I would think so. Are you gonna make these dishes? I mean, yeah. I'll probably look into making them, assuming it's not too grindy to get ingredients for them. I don't really cook, because I don't really use dishes in, like, Trails in the Sky. I think in Cold Steel, I hardly ever did anything with cooking, because ingredients and recipes were... They're super hard to find. You have to, like, talk to specific people. In Sky 3, they're actually, like, a lot easier, because you just find them in chests and stuff, and you use them. That should be 20. I mean, like, Sky 3 recipes are a lot easier to get. I'll maybe go out of my way to make some for, like, bosses and stuff. It can really come in handy. But in, like, Sky 1, Sky 2, even Cold Steel 1 and 2 to an extent, cooking, like, you have to go super out of your way for to get the recipes. But once you have the recipes, it's like, oh, yeah, it's worth it. You could say this door is kind of motivating me to get all these dishes, because I'm doing this mostly for the door. Okay, I just want to, like, look for a monument and grab all these chests. Destiny card? Destiny card. What does that do? Prevents death blows. Useful. Death blow sucks. Can you tell this treasure was outsourced? I don't have time for you. The treasure chest was supposed to have a witty saying, but we drew a blue blanc? Okay. I mean, if you can't come up with anything witty, then that's fair, I guess. How quickly can I get to a monument, I wonder? Strega 0. Have you seen those chests from Arabonia? They're the strong, silent type. Oh, trust me, I know. I played 2 of the Arabonia games. What is that? Another sealing stone. Oh, I wonder who this can be. Matter. Oh my, feel like I saw that in the Lakeside Laboratory Ouroboros was using. It looks to me to be a large archaism used by Ouroboros. Your reactions say there's more to it than that, however. You could say that. Yeah, let's go get that stone. Mine? We're gonna have a boss fight here or something, or a wave of enemies? After all this time, we finally found you. We must have spent a long while looking for the person inside, then we shouldn't keep waiting any longer. Let's hurry back to the garden and release them. Yeah, thanks, Reese. So, there should be a monument somewhere nearby, I would think. I'm gonna try to look for that monument. And it looks like we did find Renne, so Renne will be playable, which I was kind of expecting when I was like, oh, there's gonna be more than just the old characters. What the heck? Okay. I'm gonna look for this monument before we go back, though, because coming back here on my own is gonna be a pain. Also, like, I gotta look for doors and treasure chests, of course. Leave me alone, spiders. I'm gonna let you live this time just because I'm on a time crunch here. This is a new teleporter I didn't take. No, I did come from here. Interesting. I need 1 more moon door and 2 more sun doors. And then we need like 8 more star doors because we found the one that was like the stone one. I don't know who it's gonna focus on, but we found it. I already went this way. Bum, bum. This looks new. No, is this where I came from? Yeah, this is where I came from. I'm gonna use this one to heal. I don't really have time to awaken Renne right now. I just would like to find this monument. And maybe there's a door here. I would think there's at least 1 door in this whole Umbral Labyrinth. Or at least so far. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, I see a barrier. Go back. I see a barrier there. Okay. So maybe I have to awaken Renne. Maybe the door is beyond there, or maybe there is no monument before Renne, or during Renne. I don't know. It's not a super far trek back here if I have to come back through this, but I would like, if there's a monument close by, I would like to take it. It's not super annoying though if I have to come back here on my own. Assuming there isn't. Trying to think here. I'm gonna awaken Renne and see what happens. Let's awaken Renne and see if that opens that path, and then maybe there's a monument. So just to have Renne, because I'm pretty sure this is probably the final character in the game. Which makes me wonder how many chapters are going to be in this game. Because I was like, oh yeah, we got to get all the characters. Now we probably have all the characters. What a shock, it's Renne. I can't believe it. It really is Renne. Looks like she's fast asleep. Papa, Mama, why? Renne. Where am I? Oh, this is just a dream. Renne. Estelle, Joshua, and Tita too. What a nice dream this is. Renne. Oh. Oh, silly Estelle, you're supposed to be older than me. You shouldn't be acting like a clingy child. You're so warm, though, and you smell so nice. It's almost like this isn't a dream at all. What's going on? Renne, what are you doing here? No, never mind that. What am I doing here? It's okay, Renne. I'm gonna explain, so try and stay calm. You see, we're not sure how it happened either, but don't come any closer. If you take another step towards me, I'll kill you. I'll try and handle this, Estelle. Do you mind taking a step back? Okay. Happy to see you again, Renne. How have you been all this time? How is that any of your business? You're just as bad as Estelle is, Joshua. Why won't you two leave me alone and stop following me around? I figured you must have noticed. You're right. For the past few months, we've been traveling around trying to find you. We're in Crossbell at the moment, too. Are we getting warmer? You're in Crossbell? Why? Why do you want to find me so much? We just want a chance to talk with you. We heard from a reliable source that you haven't been back to Ouroboros since we last fought. Is that true? What's that got to do with either of you? All I want is to be left alone. I don't want to talk to either of you. I don't even want to see you. So won't you just let me be? Words. Because? Sorry, Renne, this one's on me. Ever since you flew off, I haven't been able to get you off my mind. I've been getting Joshua to look into where you might be, and we've been going around chasing down every possible lead. But that's why I'm so happy to finally be able to see you again like this. But, I get it now. You're lying, aren't you? Really, all of that's just a cover for the fact you're trying to capture me. Sorry to disappoint you, but I only know about as much as Joshua does about Ouroboros. Even if you catch me, you're not going to get anything useful out of me. Even if I did know lots of dirty secrets, I wouldn't tell you. I bet you feel really stupid for wasting your time now. Wait a second, that's not. Or are you gonna try your luck anyway? You sure brought a lot of familiar faces for backup. Even I might have trouble taking on this many people at once. We're not actually doing this, are we? But I'm confident I'll at least leave a few of you handled before I end up beaten. Renne, you've got to be kidding me. What are we supposed to do, Shara? Don't ask me, this doesn't look too good. Well, I think I know who you are now. Ouroboros is Enforcer number 15, the Angel of Slaughter, correct? You certainly do know me. I don't know you, though. Are you a knight of the church? Yeah, I'm Argent, Squire. And while I may not be familiar with your circumstances, would it hurt you to behave less like a self-centered child? Excuse me? Did you just call me a self-centered child? From what I've heard, your intelligence and deductive reasoning have few peers. That led you to joining Ouroboros, obtaining both the current rank and abilities you have now. So unless I'm wrong, I find it very hard to believe you haven't already figured out that this isn't a trap we've set to capture you. And yet you still expect us to waste our time and humor your little temper tantrum? So yes, I did call you a self-centered child. Reese? Damn, she sure doesn't mince words. Hi, you're a brave one, aren't you, miss? Did I hear a lowly squire like you trying to provoke an enforcer like me? You must really want to end up splattered all over the floor. I could say the same to you. I have no idea why everyone else here regards you favorably, but I, for one, have no interest in being friends with someone from Ouroboros. So if a battle's what you want, I'll be more than happy to oblige. Oh no, Reese! A Templar sword, huh? Those can certainly be a rude awakening in the right hands. Of course, everyone else who's ever tried to challenge me with one ended up being quite predictable after a while. Before long, they were all begging me for mercy like pigs about to be slaughtered. It was ever so pitiful. I can't wait to hear you do the same. Renne, no. Do you actually want to fight, or do you only intend to stand around trying to sound threatening? I suppose it's enough talk. Come on, you two. Both of you stop it. Tita? Hey, wait a second. Why are the two of you so desperate to try and fight when you know you don't really want to? Renne, you were trying to make it sound like you don't care about Estelle and Joshua, but deep down, you're happy to see them again and you know it. And Reese, you already realized that Renne's not actually a bad person. It doesn't matter that she's from Ouroboros. Well, I'm happy? Of course I'm not. Why would I possibly... And why'd you look so happy when Estelle hugged you? Right up until the moment you realized this was all real, you were acting like it was the best dream you've ever had. And now you're saying you don't want to talk to them, that you don't want to see them. Hold on a minute, Tita. And that's not true at all. That's not true at all, so just admit it. Sweetie, I swear she just cut my life short about 10 years. What the hell was she thinking? Look at you, honestly. I thought you were a year older than me, you know. Yet here you are, crying away. You're not setting a very good example. I can't help it. What am I supposed to do when you guys finally see each other again and all you do is end up fighting? That's just too sad. Hey. What are you crying for? Why'd you have to... Haha. You know the answer to that already, Renne. It's because she likes you. She does. Hey, Renne. I know we still got our differences, but how about we put all that aside and call a truce for now? A truce? As I'm sure you can tell, we're in the middle of a real messy situation right now. And however you got here, you've ended up being dragged right into it with us. I'd say it's in all of our best interest to work together, at least until we get out of here anyway. What do you say? That's certainly true. There's still plenty we don't know about our predicament. Having someone with your intellect on our side may help us fill in the remaining blanks. In fact, I would greatly welcome your assistance. Yeah, I'm with the Colonel. I'm not a Colonel, Estelle. Regardless, I think it would be best interest to work with us too. Cooperating will allow you to gather information more efficiently, as well as make it easier for you to ensure your own safety. That's true. It's obvious that wherever we are, it's somewhere abnormal. So it goes without saying that having me around would be a great help to all of you. Alright, out of respect for Tita's bravery, I'll spare you all this time. Fill me in on exactly what's going on here. Thanks, Renne. Just so we're clear, I haven't decided whether I'm going to start working with you or not yet. All I'm promising is to listen to your explanation of what's happening, then I'll decide if I'll help. Yeah, okay. I see. I think I've got a pretty good idea what's going on. Whoever chose this place's name couldn't have picked a better one, could they? Have you figured something out that we hadn't? Possibly. I'm still not completely certain yet. But I'm relatively confident in my theory after hearing the Colonel's story, though. Me? My own experience was the same as everyone else's, ending up here after being surrounded by a sudden white light. But you say you weren't wearing your uniform when it happened to you, right, Colonel? How many times must I... Well, whatever. I wasn't. As I explained to everyone when I first arrived, I was wearing a shirt and slacks as I do every other day at work. Right, just checking. So then tell me something. Would you say you have quite a strong emotional attachment to the uniform? Pardon? Oh, it's a definite yes. It's a symbol of your past, the past you just can't quite move on from even though you need to. Am I right? Yes, you are. Richard. It's no surprise you feel that way from my perspective. And lo and behold, the moment you appeared in this world, you were wearing that very same uniform. Whatever you think that could mean. That would mean when I arrived here, my attachment to that past ended up manifesting as reality. In other words, the world's capable of changing based on people's thoughts. And now it makes sense. Not to me, it doesn't. Can you explain in slightly less complicated terms for the rest of us? It's actually a real simple thing. You remember how Luciola used the gospel to make you experience a dream, right? Right. The dreams we saw were different depending on what we wanted to see, too. Of course, unlike that, this isn't a dream, but the concept is basically the same. Anyway, just like Luciola's dream worlds, this world changes depending on what the people inside it want. It also happens to recreate planes that exist in their memories, too. It all falls into place nicely once you simplify it, doesn't it? So it does. It explains the monuments we've encountered and how the doors work, too. Still, while that explanation may explain the contents of this world, I find it hard to believe that any of us would desire the predicament we found ourselves in. Oh, I don't disagree. We're not the only ones here, though, are we? So in other words, many of the contents of this world exist because of us, but its overall structure is the result of someone else within it. From what I can gather, yes. What exactly is making all the possible part, I'm still puzzling over. Making people's wishes reality was the purpose of the Aureole, but now that's been lost, I can't think of anything else capable of doing the same. I think it's easy for all of us to point the finger at who wished for this world to behave the way it does at the very least. Lord of Phantasma. Exactly. Based on everything that's been said, they weren't in this world originally. That was just the ghost you've encountered. Until the Lord of Phantasma, she simply watched over this place from the garden here. But then they showed up, stole her power, and started remaking the world according to her own whims. The result is what we're stuck in right now. Well, what do you think? Damn, feels like you just popped your head in and solved all these crazy mysteries like they were nothing. It's certainly impressive. Even I hadn't been able to deduce quite that much. You really are a genius, Renne. I'm sure you could have worked this much out if you really put your mind to it, Joshua. Unless Estelle's stupidity is actually contagious and rubbed off on you. Well, that's not very nice. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Dearie me. Either way, sounds like this Lord Phantasma person likes games just as much as I do. Without me, I don't know if you'll be able to beat them, so I suppose I better lend you a hand. I hope you're all very grateful. Yeah, sure. It's nice to have a cutie like you on board, Renne. Well, now that that's settled, it's time to use that cube to take us back to the fit plane so we can move on. Now that we've gotten closer to working out what's going on, we should be able to move on to the next part of the game board now. I'm guessing our opponent's ready to make their next move too. Someone's confident. I still have it your way. It's not as though we have any other option than to press on. I'm expecting we'll encounter a devil at the end of this plane, just like we have at all the others. We should only move on when we're sure we can handle it. I could really do without extra trouble. Then again, I'm kind of curious what these devils are like in reality. Would you like to come and have a look with me, Tita? I'm not sure just the two of us going would be such a good idea. Aw, she's so opposed to being with us earlier, but look at her now. Yeah, I'm really glad she came around. Hopefully we'll get the chance to talk to her while we're here. Yeah. What is your support? XP gain plus 15%. Sepith gain. Okay. Better than Josette's. Lowering defense is unfortunate, but it's only 5%. That'd be good for, like, level grinding. Well, we have Renne, 1 moon door, 2 sun doors, and 8 star doors. So we have 11 doors to find. I'm probably gonna end up switching my party. Actually, no, next stream, we're doing Sherazard's door, and then I'll probably switch my party. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. This is fine, because that door with Tita was long, so this gives me editing room. Those of you watching, hope you all enjoyed. We will continue exploring Plane 5. I think we're probably gonna start with Sherazard's door next stream, actually, because that one's been on the back burner for a while. And then we'll finish up Chapter 5, and see where the game goes from there. I'm not really sure if we get any other characters, but we'll see what happens. So, yeah, that'll be it. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.